The long lines we're seeing tonight across the country for tests. And the reality check here from doctors in ERs coast to coast. What do they have in stock? One ER doctor saying he is now guarding his own mask. ABC's Matt Gutman tonight on that part of the story.
Tonight, emergency room doctors and nurses warning that critical protective gear is running low and putting them in danger.
I think the big thing that we need on the front lines right now is personal protective gear for my colleagues and myself. I've got my mask for today right here, and I'm guarding it with my life because it could be my life.
Stephen Anderson is an ER doctor in Auburn, Washington. He says in about 48 hours, his hospital will run out of protective gear and masks. Other hospitals instituting severe rationing.
Now I'm getting a mask and I'm told to hold on to that mask for the entirety of the week.
And across the country, doctors and nurses are getting sick. Emory University confirming they have workers who tested positive. San Francisco doctor Rosny Daniel isolating himself after being infected. He attended a conference with hundreds of ER physicians near Times Square. Healthcare workers with underlying conditions feeling especially vulnerable.
I have asthma when I tend to get even a common cold or the flu. I'm sometimes compromised.
The U.S. has a stockpile of 13 million N95 respirator masks, but the federal government has said up to 1 billion might be needed over the next 6 months. At Putney Health System in Georgia, they ran through 6 months of protective gear in 7 days. So volunteers are now sewing covers for masks using surgical sheets.
We've got an army of seamstresses making these for us in the community, volunteers, people from out of town.
But some critical supplies present a bigger challenge. Ventilators are already in short supply. Nationwide, there are roughly 170,000, but some estimates expect a demand of nearly 1 million.
We need ventilators. I have ventilators this morning, but the hospital up the street from me is out of ventilators at the moment.
Kyle Abernathy is recovering from an infection and is now watching his wife fight for her life and needing a ventilator.
She was at one point requiring 100% oxygen through the ventilator. Now she's down to 50%.
While many are struggling to overcome the virus, others have been able to recover in a matter of days. ABC's Kaylee Hartung contracted COVID-19 while reporting from hard-hit Washington state. When she got home, she started feeling symptoms, including a low-grade fever.
I had a headache just right between the eyes. I was congested. I had body aches in places that I wasn't used to having them. I am feeling so much better. This virus was something that really knocked me off my feet for a day.
Really encouraging to see Kaylee there, and she looks like she's doing much better. And earlier in the week when we were all checking in on her, Matt, she was talking about having felt those symptoms, that low-grade fever, the aches and pains, really for about 24 hours, and then started to feel better. In fact, I know she was moving in her apartment, encouraging, and then that test came back positive. So it gives us one more portrait of how this virus can affect people in different ways.
That's right, and she already had started feeling better by the time she got the result. You mentioned it affects people in different ways. She never had some of the symptoms like a cough. But I spoke to her tonight. She says she is taking that 14-day isolation very seriously, and she has a reminder for us all. Take that social distancing seriously, even if you're young and you begin to start to feel symptoms. Just distance yourself even before, because it might be too late. David.
Our thanks to you again tonight, Matt, and of course our thanks to Kaylee, who covered this story for many days in the beginning.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.